Ministry of Agriculture wants to do all of these things with the support of the president. He wants to see the lives of the poor people change.
Since his appointment as Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Mogana S. Flomo Jr. has been working very hard along with his team to live up to the mandate and mission of the Ministry of Agriculture under the government's purple agenda. In less than 6 months, the ministry is already taking some tangible steps towards the actualization of its tasks in line with the purple agenda of His Excellency President George Weah.
I want to let you know that the president is thinking about you. He has set his agenda that all of us are working along to ensure that he's successful, because his success is the success of Liberia.
Minister Flomo officially took office on the 2nd of April 2018 with a vision to work with his team and partners of the Ministry of Agriculture in making Liberia self-sufficient in food production by 2022.
In behalf of the Pele SAPE group, I want to say thank you to the Ministry of Agriculture through SAPE program, because from the time we have started working with SAPE here, we have benefited a lot of training, a lot of working tools that SAPE has been giving us to work with.
Dr. Mogana S. Flomo Jr. and team have had several stakeholders and partners meeting over the period, strategizing plans to increase food security in Liberia as part of effort in achieving the agriculture sector's mandate under the purple agenda of President George Weah. In Montserrado County, Minister Flomo tours the Carisbred slaughterhouse facilities.
This equipment was donated by Americans to be used for the people of Liberia to produce clean meat. I'm here to try to help get started to show them how to utilize the equipment, to establish procedures for sanitary conditions of the environment, of the people, of the process.
This slaughterhouse is a state-of-the-art modern facility that provides safe, hygiene, and quality meat products on the Liberia market.
I listen to you on the radio. You want a control system. You want system in your government, especially when it comes to agriculture. We want to support you that needs the minister.
So the president is interested in this, and he's working and talking to partners to make sure that they invest in the agricultural sector, and not only looking at rice or cassava, but looking at the entire thing. So holistically, the animal production is high on the agenda, because if you produce the other things, how to produce the meat needed for people to eat. In this slaughterhouse, from what I have seen, is up to international standards, and it is able to help us to produce quality meat free of sicknesses for our people, and that people can feel free to buy.
This young and energetic minister and team of professionals have brought so much commitment and passion to the job. As part of those commitments, the minister and team are not just sitting in their comfortable offices, but they are also in field visiting farms, communities, and different cooperatives within the sector. This documentary is focused on the minister's visit to the Smallholder Tree Crops Revitalization Support Project in Montserrado, Grand Bassa, Wong, and Nima counties.
I'm the project coordinator for the Smallholder Tree Crop Revitalization Support Project at the Ministry of Agriculture, funded by the World Bank. The minister is visiting the field in the various counties to ascertain for himself the actual activities the project is carrying on.
In Montserrado County, the team visited smallholder rubber farms within the Tori district.
It's a tripartite agreement between the Ministry of Finance, LBDI, Affile, and then Marco was just a subsidiary to support. So all the other lady is with Affile, the one that visit farmers.
Before Mr. Nubian came, it was very difficult for us. If you heard the farmer not being clear on how much they owing, because the cooperative was never clear on how much we were owing. it is Mr. Nibion and his team that is now like orientating us, introducing to us. If somebody is crediting you, you need to know why you're crediting, so that tomorrow you will know how much you have to pay. So they have put a process in place.
Equatorial Palm Oil and the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Agriculture, are collaborating and leading efforts to help with the rehabilitation of the oil palm smallholder farms in District 4, Grand Bassa County.
Okay, I'm fine, all right. I make sure you can see that money be coming to us.
At the end of the Grand Bassa Farms visit, Minister Flomo and team held a brief meeting with the management of the Equatorial Palm Oil Company.
This is not an outgrow scheme. This is a revitalization of oil palm. Okay. Outgrow in our conception says that the government will allocate land for us, where 50% will go for the community, 50% will go for the company, and there should be a mechanism of funding. Yeah. So that's where all the companies are facing a problem, funding.
EPO is also our interest because they come to invest, and every investment must have returns. They should be able to get something out of the investment that will make them to stay. So the relationship between them and the cooperative has to be strong. The relationship between them and us also has to be strong. And then the relationship between the cooperative and us also has to be strong. So it's a triangular thing. Going forward to talking about the loan aspect, government will have to work to find loan, to find institutions that will be willing to give loan. Yes. And then these loans be given to the farmers. Yes. And then they produce a well review then from your purchase. Yes. Then they are able to pay back.
In Bon County, the Ministry of Agriculture team visited with some cocoa farmers who are beneficiaries of the Smallholder Tree Crops Revitalization Support Projects to see and verify some of the works done by the project.
So Minister, thank you. This farm, first of all, we had something called a high input model on this farm. On this farm, what we did was there was a demonstration site. And on the demonstration site, we're using the 1 hectare. And on that 1 hectare, we are applying chemicals and fertilizer. And then we do rehabilitation. The intention is that the farmers should be able to see it and see how the application of the chemicals can increase the output, increase yield. So that they too can be able to be encouraged to buy the agrochemical to apply it on their farm. And in addition, with the replanting, this is what he's talking about, these small seedlings that we grow for them. Yeah, so these are things that we do in the community.
Before then, I used to receive some 150 kilo. It's on the whole year because we only go in the farm when the cocoa is ripe. But after they taught us and we were taught how to really take care of the cocoa, 2016 I was able to get 669 kilo.
From 150?
From 150 to 669. But we're hoping this year, as you walk, maybe when we have the chance of walking, you will see we will be getting, for me, I will be getting more than 700 as I look, because what I'm seeing on
they're looking good.
Yeah, they're looking good. Yeah, 1 acre, we have 1 acre.
The team finally arrives in their Town, Nima County, to turn over a newly constructed warehouse provided by the Smallholder Tree Crops Revitalization Support Project of the Ministry of Agriculture. The warehouse is constructed for use by the Zodo Farmers Multipurpose Cooperative Society.
Today to come and officially open, our honorable minister is here to officially open the first warehouse that are constructed by this project. Warehousing facility in the rural community is a primary objective of this project, and we are grateful to God that we'll be able to achieve this in your community.
I take this time to extend our heartfelt thanks and appreciations to Honorable Dr. Mogana S. Flomo Jr., the Minister of Agriculture, and his staff for this unique warehouse project, what we term as a durable agricultural solution for the cooperative. We also love to commend the High Working Coordinator,
the man who makes a long-awaiting plan to happen in the shortest possible time, Mr. Emmanuel Johnson Nugon. Thank you very much.
In his remarks before dedicating the newly constructed warehouse, Minister Flomo encouraged the farmers to work hard and increase their production.
The president has taken agriculture very, very important because he feels that this is one of the easiest ways he's able to come down to the poor people. We are here today to give you the warehouse for you to use. And it is our hope that the presence of this warehouse will encourage us to increase production. We are going to work to talk to our partners to look for that support to see how the project can be extended.
Great!
We want you to prove to us that it's small.
Yes, exactly.
You'll be able to prove that from the production. We want to encourage us to go back to the soil. Those of us who have been already working, making farms, we want to encourage us to increase the farms. And the president of the country is thinking about you, and that's why you see us here.
On behalf of Zodo Cooperative, we gown you this day in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the blessed Holy Spirit.
I want to say thank you very much. Now we cut this ribbon in the name of the Father, the Son, and the blessed Holy Spirit.
Listen, people, to my message, a message that I have for all Liberians. Gathering is rich with nutrients to grow for food. And this is the time to go back to the soil. We need to work together.
At the climax of the tour and activities in Nima County, a 5-kilometer farm to market road was turned over to the Chill Group Construction Company for rehabilitation. Mr. Ali Babake Makolo is the director of feeder roads at the Ministry of Public Works.
So when the road is completed, we are asking the citizens of this area to please help to protect the road, to stop anyone from taking the gravel from the main road. If not, it will never last. It will never serve the purpose.
This is the road that in a decade of years has not been touched. And the citizens have been crying. But in the presence of Honorable His Excellency Georgia administration, to see this tangible impact in our life today, we can have a happy person right here.
In 2013, the government of the Republic of Liberia and the Ministry of Agriculture went to the World Bank to seek funding to be able to support the smallholder tree crop revitalization support project. And some of the activities of the project was, number one, to build storage facility for our people, was to provide an improved planting material, was to rehabilitate their old cocoa farms, and then do some rehabilitation on some of the roads. Because with all roads, you cannot transfer the goods to the market. Most of the project activities have been done, and now we are coming to the completion stage of the road work. So we are happy that you all came to watch this ceremony of turning the road over to our people. So this program today is part of the Smallholder Tree Crop Revitalization Project of the Ministry of Agriculture, Republic of Liberia.
Lima is one of the very few counties that are doing very well to produce food for our population. And so, as a ministry supervising the food production activities in the country, we also believe that there is a need for those who are producing food to have access to roads so that when they produce their food, they are able to bring it on the road and bring it to the market. And that is the reason why this project is being undertaken.
In his final remarks during the official groundbreaking of the Gameplay Highway, Minister Flomo presented the head contractor to the authority of the district.
The aspect of this road we are going to do is 5 kilometers and the cost is 90,000 United States dollars. The work will be done by Chain Group. I would give the hand of the head of the company to our statutory superintendent as a way of telling him that we have turned our own brother over to him for this work. Welcome. Thanks. I want to break this ground in the name of the Father, the Son, and the blessed Holy Spirit. Amen. Amen.
Indeed, the process of leading the way to creating a nation that is self-sufficient in food production by 2022 is well alive and growing.
We need to work together to feed ourselves. We need to work together.
The Ministry of Agriculture extends sincere appreciation to its partners and donors.
We need to work together to feed ourselves. We need to work together.